here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's Colorado going up against Florida. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm Ncaa. And we've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris. And always interesting to see how that goes. But I'm sure there's a mix of excitement and nerves running through her right now.
Absolutely, Boog. And playing your first game in the show, it's just a little different for everyone. But no one walks in unfazed by the moment. I don't care what they say. And that's especially true as a starting pitcher that's expected to go out there and give your team a quality outing. All eyes will be on her out there on the bump. Should be fun to watch and see how it plays out.
At the plate, Brenton Doyle.
For the Rams, the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
First pitch just misses.
Man, first pitch of the day, and the zone's already tight.
Fastball is outside. Brown, a big part of the storyline for us today. She's making her debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound at this ball club. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope she's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one ripped. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Now, Ezekiel Tovar. Righty delivery.
I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a pitcher, even if she doesn't have power stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes her stand up a little bit taller.
Jones off of first with 2 away. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Up and in, and that's ball 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Miller settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the first. No score. And we're back. And on the hill here today, Ryan Feltner.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ncaa Williams, the leadoff batter, as she looks at ball one. And fires in a fastball at 95. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to her right there anyhow.
Now the number 2 hitter. Big time power. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Six straight outside the strike zone. .3-0 down. And that drops in for a strike. Down the line. And that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw her another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. She's having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. She had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow she found a way to keep the bat on her shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now it's the shortstop. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but she beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now the third baseman looking for her first big league hit right here. And fouled off.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
First and third, 1 down. And that's way high. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a miss. Now she's in a 1-2 hole.
Well, she knows they don't want to give her anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to.
High fly ball down the left field line. Here's the throw. It's offline, and she scores. And it's 1-0.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, it could have easily been a double or even a triple. But you know what? She'll take the sac fly RBI.
Number 14 stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And out of here. A gigantic blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 2 down. Here's the rookie right fielder, Walsh. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two out, space is empty. That missed by a lot. 2-0. Felter. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Next offering is fouled back. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in if he gets some.
Now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. And she starts her afternoon off right with a double. Walsh with her first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure she'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for her and her family. A player works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Outside low, 1-0.
Well, no need to go right at this batter. First base is open. She can hurt you, so make her expand her zone. If she doesn't, give her a free pass.
And there's a foul ball. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Way inside.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the other half. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. New inning getting started. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. She froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, she got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Estrada in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Just missed. One out, base is empty.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And she walked him.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now the left fielder trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder, number 16, Sam Hilliard.
Sam Hilliard now at the plate. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
No ball.
Estrada leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And down on strikes. That K's her 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Number 16. Trying to pick up her first knock in the big leagues. Up and in, ball 1. Just missed. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. Up the middle, Tovar fires to first on the run, but she beats it out. And the leadoff hitter is on with an infield single. Number 16 with her first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure she'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for her and her family. A player works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Lou. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner at first, Olivia Miller digs in now. 2 hits for her in yesterday's game. And that's a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. The next offering misses. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ncaa.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Mia Williams. Worked a walk in her first trip to the plate. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for her to be aggressive on this next pitch.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Foul ball there. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 15.
Next to switch hitting first baseman. Walked her first time. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Check swing, and she went. That is strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize her speed by keeping her off base.
Indeed, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief because she puts pressure on everyone if she can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep her off balance, get her out of there, and on to the next.
Next to hit, number 18. That's in there. 0-1. Fought off foul. Inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Ncaa is his 3rd of the game.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, on to the 3rd inning. And now the veteran catcher, Jacob Stallings. Brown back to work. That's in there. 0-1. Curveball drops in there.
0-2.
0-2 curve right there.
One ball.
Hitter kind of
Strike.
expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And that's outside. Close, but call the ball. And now 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as she tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
1st and 2nd, no outs. Jones will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one at triple digits.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Stallings over at second. Doyle at first with no outs. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Tovar at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Good miss with that changeup away. She needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Michael Tolia.
Here's Michael Tolia. Fly to center his first time. Right through there for a strike. All loaded up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. Gone. Big time blast. A grand slam. And it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead. Well, at least she's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so she can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a player's toughness and her ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And they'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way.
She might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound.
Now that.
Here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. Walked his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami as we go to the last of the third. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, number 17. Now one missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Popped in the air, left side. McMahon under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here's the catcher. She's already homered here in this one. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses, and it's 2-1. And that skips in the dirt. And that one fouled off. Three-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
She's locked in at the plate when she's using the whole field. She was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and her timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Walsh getting ready to hit. Doubled her first time up. Gets the call, and that's strike 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter. Her first at bat was a strikeout. And that's outside. And that is ball one. Fastball for a strike.
I think she was sitting off speed right there because she just let the fastball go by.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering upstairs. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. The Rams with the lead 4-3. And we're back. Now the left fielder, number 82.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing and a pop-up. Should have this one. Rings it in, and there's one away.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to her for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And now the right fielder, Sam Hilliard, went down on strikes his first time through. Up the middle. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
It's important. If she can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for her and for her team.
Jacob Stallings now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's off the wall, but foul. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
She really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for her. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Ncaa and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 16.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed. And I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed. And I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some enemies.
That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik preparing to come on if needed. Gilbreth, the lefty, warming up as well. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Doyle makes the play, and there's one down.
The center fielder, number 9.
And now the center fielder, Olivia Miller. And she's already singled in this game. Line drive, and there's a hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for her here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and she did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So the lineup flips over, and the batter now, Ncaa Williams.
And there's one thing on her mind this at bat, get that first hit at the big league level.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 15.
Next is the speedy first baseman. A strikeout and a walk. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Miller off of first with 2 away.
Ball, slow.
A changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. She was late. Strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by her elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to.
Well struck right field. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Their first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 5-4.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Pitch she wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And the batter will be the shortstop. 0 for 2 in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and she guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball is outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Breaking ball inside, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pitch count's
Now
getting up there now. And
17.
not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Ryan Feltner gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Antonio Senzatella.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball one there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to first, and that is the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is fouled back.
That's a ball.
Next pitch misses way outside. Strikes him out with 100. Ncaa, it feels like we're approaching decision time for this coaching staff with the rookie on the mound.
Yeah, they've got her for a few runs so far, and the pitch count's starting to get up there a little bit. So coaching staff at least looking to come up with a plan, if not coming out to the mound soon. So probably not the outing she was dreaming of, but she's done some good things in this one.
Jones up for the third time here, watches that one miss. Jones measures 6 feet 4 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Missed with a changeup, and now 2-0. That misses off the outside edge.
3-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's the strike.
3-1.
Swings through that one.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
And a base hit into right center field.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So digging in, Ezekiel Tovar, 1 for 2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The shortstop takes a ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Gators on top 5-4. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the big-time power threat, number 14. On the inside corner for a strike.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Late swing, foul to the left. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So up next, Walsh. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. First pitch, and he just misses. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. And now it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. She's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
She's getting the barrel to the balls. Just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting.
One gone runner at first. Now it's the DH. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
On the corner for a strike. 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Walsh stands at first with one out. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Way inside in that hitter. He had 2 strikes on her, and he hit her.
Well, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Not sure if she was expecting for the pitcher to come right at her, but she got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fouled off. She was late. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Olivia Miller.
So 2 down now, and here is Olivia Miller. She's 2 for 2. Right through there for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's the ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tag safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. She swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for her this afternoon.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, she's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but her resume speaks for itself. So the batting order turns over. Mia Williams now at the plate. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Runner at second. Fouled off to the right. And a foul ball. One, 2 now. And down on strikes she goes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 7-4. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Moving on for Colorado, the first base.
Brown back to work. That one misses. 1-0.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The bat.
So digging in, Ryan McMahon, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, 2.